Hey, welcome to Off Topic with Tim and Matt, our scrappy, pugnacious little sports podcast where we always go off topic. Okay, so no real topic on this one. We're going to go a little mishmash.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at home, minding my own business, watching my hockey game, and I get a message, Matt Macri. Hey, Jays and Dodgers play August 8th, 9th, and 10th. Let's go to LA. It's only going to cost us $1,000 between hotel. I was not expecting that. That is awesome. What was it? You said $1,000 hotel?
Hotel, flight, tickets.
Tickets, which actually isn't bad at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we would fly out of Bellingham and stay in some dive motel or clean enough motel, I guess.
Yeah.
And get decent enough tickets. And so I'm like, wow, that's really awesome. Hey, here's some really good taco trucks we could check out. But I can't get the Friday off. We'd have to leave Friday, and I can't get the Friday off.
Yeah. So, I mean, I did look at it. The thing is that you can't get the Friday or the Monday off.
Yeah.
So, it would be really tough for us to fly out like Friday evening and then back Sunday evening and still see two games.
Yeah.
So, it are costly. It'd be very expensive.
Yeah, because you got to go in the off days to get the cheaper flights out of Bellingham. And,
Thursday, Sunday.
yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So then
That
we're like,
fell out the window. So you come up with plan B.
I'm like, well, the Dodgers are in Seattle the same weekend that Ohio State's playing Washington Huskies in Seattle.
Now, Matt's never been to a college football game before and doesn't
No.
realize the ticket structures. The cheapest ticket last year, I think it was, for Ohio, Washington, or even this year, is about $500 US up in God's country. The best ticket is like $1,200, and so the way it works is you buy a three pack, and then you have 3 games you can go to, and they're about $500 or $600 for the 3-pack, and then you can get an Ohio in a division, and then like a Davis, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I put my name in the queue to get a 3-pack, and then of course we can go see the Dodgers, which would be lots of fun.
Yeah.
And then maybe go to Cheesecake Factory because we're newlyweds and we don't have food. Well, they do have food trucks, but they don't have taco trucks.
No, and I mean, and they do have there's some really good food down there, especially you go down like Fisherman's Wharf area.
Oh, yeah.
In Seattle, beautiful, really nice stuff.
There's a good burger craft brewery place.
Yes,
Yeah,
really
that
good
I
one.
went to. That's just really super.
So what we figure we're going to do is we're either going to go down on the Friday, see the game at Friday night, spend the night, go to the football game Saturday, drive home Saturday, or we'll leave Saturday morning, see the football game, go to the baseball game, come back Sunday.
See, part of the problem too with college football, you don't know the time of the game until about a week or two before because the TV rights, the way they set it up.
Yeah.
So you're probably better off for anybody listening if you want to do a college football game and say baseball, see the baseball on the Friday or the Sunday, and that way you're not conflicting with Ohio.
Yeah, and I kind of want to see, like, if we're going to go to the baseball game, I want to see a Yamamoto or Sasaki pitch,
Is he in the big league, Sasaki?
Yep. Oh, yeah, he's been doing well.
I thought he was prospect.
No, he's been pitching. He's been doing quite well.
Okay.
So yeah, like those are the guys that I'd want to see pitch. So we're going to try and coordinate it all around seeing one of the players pitch the whole 9 yards. But so stay tuned because we're going to talk about this more throughout the summer because it's September. It's the Truth and Reconciliation weekend.
Oh.
So we could actually stay for the Sunday game if we wanted to, right?
We'll see. Well, we could go Sunday anyway because it's only 3 hours to get home. So
yeah, exactly.
It's not the end of the world. We don't have to catch flights. We're just driving home.
So
parking is going to be an issue. We're going to have to Uber to get to games because it's like
So, but we'll like I said, it's later in September, so we'll be able to plan that going forward.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
But we'll do the show on the road.
That would be very fun. We could do the show on the road, very much so.
Yes.
Shadur Sanders Production Company will be. Okay, so now we're gonna go a bit of a mishmash.
Yes.
So I'm a Jays fan, got the hat, and I'm watching Jays preseason back in when was the preseason? Like April or whatever it was, or March. And there's a guy named Peyton Williams playing for the D2 Double A. Thank you, Fisher Cats, who I didn't know anything about. So I'm just watching a preseason game as Jays. I got nothing better to do because that's the only reason you watch preseason baseball, unless you have to for your job. But anyway, so this guy steps up to the plate, Peyton Williams. And if you ask me, looking at this guy, I swear to God, he was 35 years old, an accountant, wife and 2 kids living in the suburbs. That's what you think of when you see a picture of this guy.
Yeah.
Right? He looks older than he is, and he takes his baseball cap off, and his hairline's already receding. And then I find out he's 6'5", 225 pounds, and he comes from Iowa. He's 25 years old. Hoss. He's huge. So jump ahead, and I get, of course, news feeds on my social media.
Yeah.
And he's from Iowa, and he's from Des Moines, and his neighbor runs a food truck called the Iowa Meat Truck. And he sent him a T-shirt. So he shows up at a game one day with the Iowa Meat Truck T-shirt, and the name just sticks. So that game, 10th inning, they're down by a run. He blasted 2-run shot for the walk-off. And the guy, there it is, Peyton Williams, the Iowa Meat Truck, does it for the Fisher Cats. And that is the best nickname, the Iowa Meat Truck, because he's just massive. And he's from Iowa. And it's just the funniest thing. I love a good nickname. And that one is just pure gold. I mean, Randy Johnson was the big unit.
Yeah.
The big hurt was Chicago. What the hell's his name? You know who it was?
Yeah, Frank Hurt.
Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas
was the big
Frank
hurt.
Thomas,
Arbor Jack guy who plays with the Montreal Canadiens it's a Baltic last name, so it's like XHEJA, kind of a weird spelling.
Wi-Fi.
They call him Wi-Fi because he looks like a Wi-Fi password. Larry Walker was Booger.
Yeah.
Because he could win all the belching contests, like the guy from Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One of the greatest nickname stories I ever heard was Dustin Pedora of the Boston Red Sox tells a story about the big guy, Big Poppy.
Yeah, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz, yeah. He's telling the story on how his nickname was Pee Wee.
Yeah.
Right? And
Pedora is shorter.
Yeah.
And Ortiz is massive.
Massive guy. And so they're in the locker room one day, and someone said something to Pedroia and called him Pedroia. Yeah. Calls him Dustin. And Big Poppy's like, what did he call you? And he seemed offended for him. He goes, he called me Dustin, my name, right? He called me Dustin. He goes, why would he call you that? Well, that's my name. He goes, but I thought your name was Pee Wee. He goes, did you really think my parents' name would be Pee Wee?
Pee Wee Reese was...
We played 300 games together. They call my name 5 times a game. And you thought my name was Pee Wee?
He's not paying attention to his first name.
Yeah, but he was offended for him. And he was like, it was like he's going to go fight this guy for calling him Dustin, right? So, yeah.
Because nicknames used to be pretty good, and then the people would put an IE or a Y on the name, Chucky or Clarky or whatever. It got kind of lame.
Yeah.
So, the Iowa Meat Truck brings it back into...
Love it. Love it.
Absolutely superb. And he's half decent. He's in AAA, so he's pretty, or AA, so he's doing okay.
And here's the other thing is, don't give yourself a nickname. You can't give yourself a nickname.
No, you can't. Someone has to give it for you.
It's goofy.
Yeah.
You just sound weird doing it, right?
Yeah.
Like, people tell me, call me this. Oh, yeah, who calls you that? Well, that's what I call myself. Well, then I'm not calling you that.
My father, who's 92 years old, who's currently in Italy with my older son, going to see a soccer game, an opera, and taking a cooking class. They're in Rome for a week. His full name is Charles Richard Amy.
Yeah.
Grade 3, somebody called him Chick, and it's stuck ever since. So my father will introduce himself as Chick Amy.
Yeah,
he's 92 years old now, so he's changed it to Charles Amy on his voicemail on his phone. I'm like, why are you doing Charles Amy all of a sudden? You're 92. So my dad is Chick Amy. He's always called himself Chick Amy, and everyone calls him Chick Amy. His sister and my Aunt Zoe calls him Richard, but everybody else calls him Chick. So he didn't get the nickname, but it's stuck, and he just calls himself Chick, and it works, and so
Yeah, and that's how they usually come about.
Yeah.
You can't give yourself a nickname.
No, you can't.
We'll call you anything but.
Anything but. Have you ever had a nickname?
No.
I've had, Slim Tim, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Tall, skinny.
Fat Matt.
Well, that's not fair.
No, it was very nice. Made me cry.
Strong Matt. Big Matt.
Big Matt. Yeah, no, Big Mac. Because I was at Macri. So, and then I had a little sister, right? So I was Big Mac. She's Little Mac. Right? But my brother is older than me, right? And so they called me Little Mac for the longest time. But I was taller, bigger, stronger than them, right? So, but yeah, so that was kind of like the irony name.
The irony name.
Yeah.
There you go. When I did the Giants, I always gave kids nicknames.
Yeah.
And some of them were pretty goofy, but
it's
it
fun.
stuck for a while. Then they don't do the nicknames anymore because it's I'm not there to
I give nicknames to guys at work, and then HR asked me to stop. So this one guy.
I like my job too much.
I love this kid that I work with. Right, he's an awesome guy, but he's very pale and he's a bit of social anxiety, so he gets
Yeah.
shaky, right?
Sure.
And so one day I called him Twilight. And so he goes, "Why do you call him Twilight?" I'm like, "He's pale and twitchy like a vampire."
Oh, that's terrible.
And it's stuck.
Oh.
And he plays into it. He's gotten way better. Like his social anxiety, it's really helped him working with us.
Oh, that's good.
And giving him a hard time. It's kind of really brought him out of his shell. I worked with him for 12 years now. We're super close. I think the world of the guy.
That's nice.
Yeah. But we still call him Twilight, and he still thinks it's the funniest thing in
There
the
you
world.
go.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
I worked with a girl, young woman years ago, and she was kind of short, with short little legs and arms. And when she walked, she kept her feet really close together, and she would fan her arms out,
Yeah.
like just naturally walk this way with her feet. And I said, "Everybody told you you look like a starfish?" So we started calling her Starfish for a bit, just a little bit, just to tease. We weren't being mean.
Yeah.
It's like, you look, check her out, man. She looks like a starfish. She's like, "You're right. She does look like a starfish." And it's like, I can't help it. I got short little legs. And so she was awesome. I can't remember what her name was, but she was very sweet. So yeah.
Yeah. No, and they got to come naturally. We got a guy that we work with. His name's Graham. We call him Grandma.
Yeah.
Right. Another guy. His last name's Pop. We call him Pop.
Yeah.
You know. So.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Chris, just don't be mean. Don't be mean.
Unc. There's a guy who worked. Everybody calls him Unc because he's been there for like 40 years.
Yeah.
And his son worked there, and
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Okay.
That's it. All right.
So
Muay
like,
Thai.
subscribe, comments.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Oh yeah, Muay Thai's coming up. Thank you very much. So Muay Thai fights. We will have a link next week, June 27th in Langley at Cascades Casino.
Yep.
I think it is. My son's going to be fighting. Fingers crossed because he got a leg injury the last fight, but he'll have healed by then. And it's an awesome event. It sells out quick. Eventbrite.ca. Get your tickets. They're going on sale soon, but we'll have that link for you next podcast. Not next weekend, the weekend after.
The weekend after, yeah.
Because you're up.
We're camping.
Camping. I'm jealous.
My wife's birthday.
Very nice. You're a classy guy. Take care of camping. Most women go for dinner, eat dirt floor, and roasted hamburgers.
All right, it's glamping. We got a trailer.
Ooh.
And I'm making so we're gonna go Friday after work, and I'm gonna pick up from Loudmouth Burgers in Abbotsford. They get their smoked meat platter that we both love. They get the great deep fried pickles, brisket. Yeah.
Sounds good.
So I'd pick that up on Friday for dinner. And
I'm a smoked meat connoisseur, being from Quebec.
Isn't it great stuff?
Being from Quebec.
Yeah, we'll go.
Rodeurs in Langley. It used to be in Abbotsford at Mount Lehman.
good.
They now moved to Langley.
yeah.
Very good.
So I'll pick that up Friday. We're gonna go have a campfire and have some barbecue. Right, enjoy the Kilby. We're out Kilby, so we've got the water.
Oh yeah.
And then on the Saturday, she wants to go paddleboarding. She wants to go into Harrison and see the shops. And then I'm making her a steak dinner on the cast iron.
Isn't that nice?
So
Aren't you the nicest husband ever?
hey, it's whatever she wants to do.
It's her birthday.
So here's the thing: is she can only really travel on spring break because she works in the schools.
Oh, okay.
Right. So spring break, Christmas break, she
Yeah.
gets paid and she can travel. If we want to travel in the summer, she won't get paid because she's on EI. Can't leave the country when you're on EI.
Oh, really?
Well, you're not supposed to. People do it, I guess. But
I never knew that.
yeah, but you're supposed to be ready, willing, and able to work every day.
Oh,
on EI,
right. Yeah.
And you can if you're traveling.
So what does
right?
she do? Does she have like a contract?
With the
With EI? No.
Yeah, she's an EA at the schools.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
So she's off during the the breaks.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
but she's using vacation time and bank time for Christmas and spring, so we can travel.
Okay.
My birthday's always on spring break. Our anniversary's always on spring break. So I've had my birthday in Hawaii, at Disney World.
My birthday's
Mexico.
in February, and I have it right here in Chilliwack all the time.
I've had one birthday in like the last 7 years where I was here locally. And we were always somewhere cool for my birthday.
Yeah.
So on her birthday weekend, I try and make it as special as possible. I try and do stuff that she wants to do.
My wife's birthday's in July. It's the few days before our wedding anniversary.
Right.
And we often find ourselves on holidays.
Yeah.
So she's been to like Maine, Vermont,
Nice.
New Hampshire, Montreal,
Yeah.
Ottawa. It's where my parents live. And, everyone like gushes on her because they all love my wife more than like me. I get a phone call or a text. Gotta have a cake, gotta have this. Oh, we bought you something. It's just, they pour it on. So last year, the year before, I wanted to go for Chinese somewhere. And my son goes, I've never been to one of those like Japanese places, like Katana's, where they cook the food in front of you. I'm like, oh, let's do that. So it's not cheap. So my wife says to me, oh, wow. I really wish I could have something like this on my birthday. I'm like, excuse me? I beg your pardon? I'm in Chilliwack with dark and raining every single year. You're like on the beach in Maine, for God's sakes. Don't say a word.
Yeah, I can't complain. We've been at a Hawaiian luau for my birthday. We were in Mexico at the steakhouse for my birthday this year. Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right.
I get spoiled on my birthday. So
Okay.
I try and do something nice for her.
There you go. So that's going to wrap this one. This is quick and dirty. Like, subscribe, comment. We had a great talk about NFL draft, and then, of course, the playoffs. And then Shell Sangera came in studio. We had a great talk with her. So
Been a busy day.
Busy day. We'll be posting. You guys take care. Like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for tuning in. Off Topic, Tim and Matt, where we always go
Off topic.